Hey everyone, this is go sit down. See, every time I record, look who comes to join. Okay. Everyone, this is Alexis with Alexis Reads coming at you with another video, and this one's not a rant, ramble, or review about a video. I'm actually going to give you some tips when it comes to listening to audiobooks. All right, let's dive right into it. So when it comes to audiobooks, there are some people who love it, hate it, maybe in between, who knows. And just be able to listen to a book is fantastic. It's one of my favorite things to do. And when you think about also, like, just if you're busy, listening to an audiobook is a great way I'm able to either catch up on reading or just read a completely new book. So for those who are new to audiobook, first let me know in the comments if you are a big audiobook fan, if you're new to it, trying to get into it, or just don't like it. Just let me know in the comments below. When it comes to audiobooks, my first tip is do not read or listen to an audiobook with a category that you just don't like. So if you're not into historical nonfiction books or an autobiography at all, I would not do that as an audiobook as well. You need to listen to something that I feel like you already enjoy. So tip number one is pick a genre that you already like and listen to that book. Do not pick something that you do not like. My second tip is actually doing something while you listen to the audiobook. For me, I cannot just sit and listen to the audiobook. My brain will go 1,000 miles per hour. I may not be able to focus. So my tip is to actually do something while doing or listening to the audiobook. So I listen to audiobooks. The biggest part or the longest time I listen to audiobook is when I'm driving. So instead of listening to music, I actually prefer to listen to audiobooks, just like if you listen to a podcast. So I will actually listen to an audiobook on drives, especially when I have long drives. I will listen to an audiobook. It knocks it out. I feel like the drive goes by so much faster that way. Another thing that I do physically is when I'm listening to audiobooks is cleaning. I love listening to audiobooks when I'm cleaning and cooking. So cooking, cleaning, any type of house chores, I am listening to an audiobook. Best time to do it. Another thing is working out. So if I'm running, which I don't run too much, I don't like cardio like that, but if I'm in the gym or doing something like that, whether it's running or in the gym weightlifting, I actually listen to an audiobook versus music. There are some times I definitely need to put on some music when I'm working out, but for the most part, definitely audiobooks, especially when I'm running. That helps me get through running because I'm not a big fan of running anyway. So that's my tip too, is to do something physically with audiobooks. Tip number 3 is do not buy audiobooks, especially if you're just starting out. Go to your library. I use Hoopla, OneDrive, Libby are the 3 apps that I use, and I know there's other ones, to get my free audiobooks. You just search in the engine and you just make sure the format is audiobooks. So if you're not a part of your local library, make sure you join, and I get all of my audiobooks for free. Absolutely. I've only paid for 3 audiobooks, and that's because it was like a new release. I just wanted to read it. I had to listen to it because I've already listened to the others in the library. So that is definitely my tip 3 for that. Tip number 4, especially when you're just starting out, I do think narration matters. Since I listen to so many audiobooks, I am not nitpicky when it comes to narration, but a good narrator does make a difference. So I would definitely suggest taking your time with it with narrators. However, do not give up so quickly on narrators. If they're usually within the first 2 chapters, you're used to it.
Why is it in this house? Why didn't you go pick up Lily?
Because I usually wait till like 6:30 to leave.
It's 6:30 now, isn't it?
Yeah, 6:31. I'm about to leave.
Stop being a deadbeat.
I'm not being a deadbeat.
You're being a deadbeat. You're being a deadbeat.
My camera. Let me do this last tip. My final tip for listening to audiobooks. Thank you. My final tip for listening to audiobooks is if it's too slow, definitely speed it up. There is a way that you can speed it up from 1.0 to 1.5 or something like that. You can definitely speed it up. I am great with 1.0. I do not mind the voice. I feel like I am really into it. But definitely that's like, if you need to speed it up, no problem doing that. I will kind of do it right away so you're not used to one speed, and then speeding it up, it sounds a little bit too fast. Bonus tip. For the first time, I listened to an audiobook that had multiple characters. I've listened to audiobooks with like two narrators, but I've listened to an audiobook with multiple characters, and that is the graphic audio with The Court of Thorns and Roses. I will probably make something completely different video from that. But a graphic audio was fantastic. So if you know you're not going to constantly do audiobooks and kind of just want to listen to something, if you need something entertaining, graphic audio had a character voice for each character in the book and sound effects and all of it. So that's a bonus tip if you want something really, really active or something new, or if you've listened to audiobooks so much and you're looking to just change it up a bit, graphic audio is the way to go. This is, of course, not any type of sponsorship or ad or anything like that, but definitely check out graphic audiobooks. It was fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick video of tips when it comes to listening to audiobooks. Let me know if you listen to it, take any tips, or if you have tips for your own, put it in the comment section below. Make sure you follow along with me on this journey of rambling about books at Alexis Reads. Like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Alexis Reads as well. Bye.